Welcome back to another episode of Shift Happens. This is why consistency matters in everything you do. Hello, my family. Welcome back to Shift Happens. I am your girl, Corrina Jackson. This is real talk, real impact. I am that bougie, confident boss lady, the morning snack, the noonday nibble, and the evening unwind with a mic and a mission. Today, we're going to be talking about a word that will make or break you in every area of your life: consistency. Whether it's on your job, your relationship, parenting, leadership, or chasing your biggest dream, consistency is the secret sauce that separates the wishers from the doers and the talkers from the achievers. Now, the truth about consistency, let's be real. Consistency is not sexy. It's not flashy. It's not always fun. Consistency is showing up when you don't even feel like it. It's doing the work when no one's clapping for you. It's making the phone calls, sending the emails, practicing your craft, and making the effort again and again until it becomes second nature. You see, in this world, we're wired for instant gratification. I know I am. Fast food, same day shipping, quick like on social media. But real success, real relationships, they're built brick by brick and day by day. And the people who win long term are the ones who master the boring everyday disciplines. Now, consistency at work looks like this. If you want respect at work, don't just do one big thing and then disappear. Be the person who delivers excellence in consistency. It's called excellent consistency. It's better to be the person your team can depend on every time than to be that person who they can't depend on. Be the person who shows up and where they feel like they can feel inspired. Consistency at work builds trust, and trust is currency. Now, consistency in relationships, you can't claim to love somebody and only show up when it's convenient. Love is consistent action, not just a feeling. It's a check in, follow through, make time. Relationships, romantic, family, or friendship thrive when people know they can depend on you. Consistency says, I'm here, you matter, and you can count on me. Now, consistency in parenting. Parenting is one of the biggest areas where consistency makes all the difference in the world. Kids don't need perfection, they need predictability. They need to know where the boundaries are and what's expected, and that you'll be there for them no matter what. Consistent love, discipline, and encouragement helps children feel secure and confident. Now, I've got to stop here and just kind of tell you a little bit of fun fact here and just my personal story. My daughter will call me when her kids are not acting right. And I'm thinking to myself, you're the parent. And I even say that to her, you're the parent, stop calling me. But she calls me anyway. And I think it's because my grandkids know that I'm no nonsense. There's a lot of boundaries there. Let me say that. They can count on me. They can predict what I'm going to say before I even say it. I can say it one time and they get it right. I mean, they stop acting up. Sometimes my daughter can repeat it over and over. And it's because sometimes now, I'm not saying that she's not a good parent because she's still young at it, but she's a good parent. The consistency is not there. They need to know that you're not playing with them. And so take away those iPads, take away those phones. You know, if they know that you're going to take away their phone if they don't clean their room, then they know the consequences come behind it. If you're just constantly saying things over and over and over and not putting action to it, then they just think that you're just full of talk and a bunch of hot air. And I'm not full of hot air. Listen, I tell her all the time, if you do this, then they know what to expect. is consistency. So I think she's learning more and more each day that consistency is definitely what she needs to put in place. Let's talk about consistency in leadership. And this is something I've had to learn the hard way. See, true leaders aren't just about good on their best days. They're consistent in their values, their vision, and their communication. People follow leaders that they can predict, not because they're boring, but because they're stable. If your team knows that you have their back, if they know that you're going to listen to them and keep showing up, believe it or not, they'll give you their best. They will. It's proven. Now, I want to talk a little bit about just about consistency and dreams because I think so many people have dreams, but there's no consistency. They start out a little bit, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm not sitting here just hammering at you, like saying I didn't have dreams that I didn't chase after because I've had a lot of dreams that I didn't chase after. But the dreams that I did chase after, and I put some consistency behind it. And that's like preparing yourself. Pre-decide what you're going to do. Set your triggers. What I mean by that is to plan each day what you're going to do to make that dream happen. That's what I had to do. I also want to tell you something. Talent will open doors, but consistency will keep you in the room. Dreams are not built in a day, but they're built daily. That's what I was talking about. Pre-deciding, setting those triggers, planning, putting things into routine in place because it will happen. Whether you want to write a book, start a business, run a marathon, or just change something in your everyday life, whether it's small, keep repeating actions that will get you there. It will happen. See, you don't have to do it all at once. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you do it little by little, it will happen. Even if it's slow, even if you don't see the results at that particular time, remember this. Faith and consistency goes hand in hand. You plant that seed, you water it daily, and in time, that seed grows. I'm going to give you some practical tips for staying consistent because I'm not going to just be sitting up here talking about it and not giving you something that you can follow each day. So here it is. Set clear goals. Know what you're working towards. Start smart. Don't overwhelm yourself. So many times that's what happens. We get into something, we set goals, and we start overwhelming ourselves by just stacking a lot of stuff on ourselves, and then you start falling off. Listen, I do that with diets. I have good intentions the first day. Second day, it kind of goes okay. Third day, I'm like trying to figure out how I'm going to make it. Fourth day, fifth day, I don't think I'm going to make it. Seventh day, I'm like trying to figure out another diet that I can start over for Monday. Listen, I used to work with these two guys, and if they ever listen to this podcast, they'll know who they are. But they used to start diets every Monday, and they said that they was going to write a book about dieting called Starting Monday. And I used to think that was so funny because they would just kill me with coming in with a new diet every Monday, and I know that feeling so well. Like I said, don't overwhelm yourself. Start small. Schedule it. Treat it like it's a non-negotiable appointment. And then track your progress. Wins, no matter how small, keep you motivated. Let me stop here and say this. When I started these podcasts, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to take this if nobody's listening to it. And then I started to go over to other podcasts and realize that those people who started their podcast had low numbers too. It was those that had been out there for a while that had huge numbers. And then there was some that didn't have huge numbers. But I just, thought in my mind, I'm going to keep at this regardless of what happens. Because this is something I love to do. I love helping people. I love talking to people. And it's something that I'm good at. Yeah, I know it's something that consistency would be easy for me because I love to talk. So I thought to myself, I don't care who listens. I'm going to put it out there, even if and let me say this too. These podcasts are therapy for me because sometimes I need to not just hear it in my head, but I need to hear myself say it out loud. So even though I'm putting it out there for the world to hear, I'm also talking to myself. So, like I said, track your progress, but don't be critical. Don't come down on yourself if you don't see the large, big wins that you're looking for. Just know that with consistency over time, you will start to see the wins. Be patient. Consistency is a long game and it's a not overnight sprint. It really isn't. Now I'm going to go into a new piece on this podcast that I don't normally do, but it's something new that I'm going to start to do here. It's just Corrina's Corner. It's my reflections. It's just my little nugget, if you will. So here it is. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about being committed, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when you don't see the results right away. The version of you 5 years from now is being built by what you do today and every day after that. That's just kind of my little nugget. I'm going to end this by saying why consistency matters in everything you do. I love to say this. If you're ready to shift the atmosphere, start with one small thing you can do every day and keep it up. I'm pretty sure you'll start to see the change. Remember, also for me, be consistent with visiting shift-tulsa.org. That's supporting healthy initiatives for Tulsa. That's what SHIFT means. That's the organization that I'm the CEO of and I also founded. That's where you can locate me. Go there and you'll learn more about the work that I do in the community that we work in, the programs that we have. Share this episode with someone who needs it. A little push to keep things going for Shift Happens, which is this podcast. And as always, I'm going to ask for you to like, share, and subscribe. Now, I'm going to end this by, like I always do, saying take care of yourself. And if you really, really, really want to make the most of it, take care of each other. This is Corrina Jackson. Real talk, real impact. I appreciate you listening to this episode today. Until next time, keep showing up because you know why? Shift happens. Bye for now.